Joe in real life. So periodically I do breath work, as any good yogi should do. It's pranayama, our breath practice. The gate between the inner world and the outer world, literally and figuratively. And, like anything else, I have periods where I'm hot and cold with it. And right now I'm pretty hot with it. I've been doing long holds every morning. They're really stressful, and I think that's what keeps me coming back to them. It's exciting. What I wanted to talk about today is how sometimes darker aspects of who we are come bubbling up through breath work, or at least they do for me. Results can vary pretty enormously, I suppose, but it's a clunky word with a loaded definition, multiple loaded definitions, but I think of it as the shadow, right? The darker aspects of who we are, the parts of ourselves that maybe we're ashamed of and try to hide, but given a voice, I think that's a fairly functional definition of the shadow. Anyway, today I was doing my breath holds, and I've been preoccupied lately. I got sick. My mom's health is very, very poor. I was celebrating my first year of sobriety again. A lot emotionally charged, a lot of feelings, and I know that some of these things, whatever the feelings surrounding them may be in their more intricate aspects, I need to let go. I need to let go of the things I cannot change. I have to find some acceptance and stop fighting fights where I'm totally ineffectual. And I was doing my breath work today. And the longer hold, when it gets hard and you feel the burning and your fingers start to tingle and your brain starts going snap, crackle, pop, I could hear my shadow crying up from inside of me. And such a piece of shit, Like I'm trying to reinforce these ideas of serenity and surrender, accepting the things I can't change. And I've been kind of repeating these things to myself over the last few weeks and months. And just in a minute of holding my breath, the last minute, so I guess the third minute, I could just hear him just being like, dude, fuck that. Fuck that. Hold on. Fight. Fight. Especially if it's useless. Fight. Don't let them take you out without a fight. And the specific thing or things, in which is more true, it's things. The details don't really matter, The drive of my shadow is to grind, no matter what, even if it's useless. Maybe especially if it's useless. It's like a flag that he puts up. Like, you can take this land, but not for free. You will pay for it. And maybe it won't be much of a fight, but there will be one. There will. And I know that that's useless and toxic. But goddamn it, if I don't feel like he has a point, it's so hard for me to, because it's an aspect of me, right? And it's so hard for me to reject it just out of hand. I don't know. So that's where my head is today, guys. My mom is likely dying. She's been moved from a hospital to her brother's house, where he'll care for her, and it sounds suspiciously like we're gonna make her comfortable. I don't know. I got a lot of thoughts and feelings about that. It's pretty hard for me, if I'm totally honest, to make sense of it. And well, I'm not sure I can elaborate. It's not that I'm unwilling. It's that I don't even know where to begin sorting these feelings. There are so many at once, and they're so conflicting. Not sure I even have an idea where a sensible starting point might be. But perhaps that'll happen over the next few weeks, right? I mean, it's certain to. And I don't have to understand it fully right now. But there goes the shadow again. It's like, motherfucker, you're giving up too easy. Yes, you do. Clear your schedule. Sit down. Work it out. Beginning to end. Ugh. I just don't think that's doable or worth doing. He doesn't care, though. You know? If you don't have a breathwork practice, I highly recommend it. You don't have to do lengthy breath holds where you confront the worst aspects of your character. That's not what breathwork is. But you also could, if that idea is appealing to you. I use the Wim Hof method for longer holds, but that's not the only method. You don't have to do it that way. There are a lot of good ways to do it. There are literally hundreds, if not thousands, of pranayama, breathwork exercises, and they're all beneficial. You'll get benefit from all of them for sure. You know, it's a very reliable, result-driven practice, and I think it's fun. I mean, not everybody does, though, I suppose. Anyway, let's do some squats. It feels really unworthy. It just doesn't seem very important today. But I'm going to do them anyway. Fuck it. Stay tuned. So right after filming this, which is just my build up to my daily minimum, I got a call from my uncle. My uncle is taking in my mother and caring for her as opposed to the hospital, which, you know, I got mixed feelings about. In some sense, I do feel like it is the better choice, the more comfortable choice, and the happier choice. But in another sense, I am concerned that she needs like medical attention, and that's hard to do from somebody's house. But also, I don't know, I'm trying to look on the bright side. And anyway, my uncle made me feel a lot better about it. He's a sober-minded guy, and it's easy to talk like in detail about what's happening and why it's happening. And whether or not I agree with certain choices, which is kind of irrelevant because I can't do anything. I at least understand the rationale, and that makes a big difference to me, you know? I was just telling him that, like, I'd rather have bad answers than a question mark. I don't like a question mark. A question mark feels like it could be worse than anything you can imagine, you know? And I'm not a gambler by nature. I don't like that stuff. Anyway, so now I'm doing my voiceover. I'm taking an intern before I finish my workout, and I'm not going to film it. We'll just do this today for the video. But wow, dude, what a roller coaster! What an emotional roller coaster the last few months have been. I have the smallest amount of exercise planned, and I know that I'm going to do it, but I can't even imagine why. like I just, and it'll take 20 minutes and I'll feel a lot better, and I know all this, and I'm definitely going to do it. But man, I just feel hollow and flat inside, which I guess hollow and flat doesn't make much sense. Like a ball that's flat. Yeah, that's it. That's the vibe. This is part of life too, right? This is Joe in real life. And you know, the thing about moms is everybody's mom dies eventually. You know, my son's been saying that somewhat glibly to me. And I like, that's the truth, man. I know it's true. But it like, I'm every little boy in the world. I'm a 46-year-old little boy who just wants his mom to be well. Who just wants her, like the best case scenario is she dies peacefully in her sleep after having a really great day. And like who hits that bullseye? How many people get to go like that, you know? Almost nobody. So yeah, this video turned into a downer, huh? They've been weird lately. If you've been following along the last few months, I commend you. I don't know why, but I appreciate you. And I guess I'll rally tomorrow, right? I guess that's the way it is. This is Joe in real life. I love you guys. Be good to each other out there. You don't know what other people are struggling with, you know? Try to lend them a hand of compassion and charity if possible. And if not, at least don't make it worse, right? I'll talk to you guys tomorrow. All right.